Alright everybody, let's start with TG-1, bilateral ventilation. What we need to do, we'll be doing it on challenge mode. And on challenge mode, caster operators cannot be deployed, but that's perfectly fine, we don't need them. So this is the team we're going to be using: one flag bearer vanguard, Popoka or any other sort of lane holder for the left hand side, an AoE guard. Cruz and Jessica are here as extra DPS. Answer Hibiscus, you need 2 medics, 1 pusher at least with a moderate push strength. The first skill is more than enough. The auto trigger skill, that is. And we can have 1 single block vanguard to hold off the first wave of enemies, or at least the first dog, which is Plume. I'm going to be using Plume. As you can see, Plume is just elite 0 level 30. You don't need a lot of investment. Okay, so first and foremost, like the vanguard, and then we can drop in Plume, single block vanguard, activate her skill, put down Popoka, and then we can repeat Plume. And then we can place down our 2 snipers here for extra DPS. If you have a stronger AoE guard, like say Blaze, please use her, or Mountain, but Mountain will require some sort of help, like a extra Cruz or Jessica, and then that's it. Okay, and then now let's place down Shaw. Your Popoka can hold out for a bit more. She's pretty tanky, quite a bit of health. Okay, now let's place down Ansel, or your medic for Popoka, and 1 more medic for Shaw, your pusher here. And then that's it. I wish all the Rhine Lab stages were that easy, but no, it's gotta be very difficult. Okay, activate mortal skill whenever you can or you want, but it really doesn't matter because after this you can basically AFK until the end.
You'll pay for that.
You can activate Popoka's skill for this last wave to speed things up. And there you go, mission complete. That's quite a low end. Okay, mission complete. That's it for TG-1. Alright everybody, let's go on to TG-2, heat drilling. We're going to be doing on challenge mode, and of course you can use this team for the normal mode as well. So on challenge mode, 7 tiles on the battlefield. These 7 over here are not available for deployment, but it's perfectly fine because we can focus all our battle on the left hand side. So this is the team we're going to be using: 1 flag bearer vanguard like Myrtle, 2 AoE casters, I'm using Lava and Gitano, 1 sniper like Cruz, 1 2 block vanguard like Scavenger, offensive oriented. So if you have someone like say Saga or Texas, that would be just fine. Courier might be able to work too, but I prefer Scavenger in this case. 2 single target medics, Ansel Hibiscus, 1 co-operator Blaze, you can borrow from your support unit if you don't have, and Beagle as well, or 1 defender. And let's start. Okay, first immediately deploy Myrtle.
Only the victorious will be forever revered.
Then you can deploy Scavenger on this side to get some extra DP and block on the first 2 enemies.
We're counting on you again today,
Once we unlock Myrtle, you can actually immediately swap her out for Blaze because we need the extra DP. And we're going to place Beagle over here. So now the DP, we need to charge her, get her to charge her skill quickly for SP. Let's place Cruz over here. Activate DP when it's ready. You can activate, you can place down Lava over here, your AoE caster. And then deploy 1 medic here to heal both your caster and Beagle. Okay, you can activate Lava's skill here. I like how Lava is actually a pseudo heli drop. You see, obtains 35 skill points upon deployment. That's really funny. Anyway, last one over here is Hibiscus the medic. So yeah, your medic should be perfectly fine over here. Okay, and you can add your last AoE medic over here next to Hibiscus to take out these armored enemies. And Blaze has activated her skill. Should be game over. 1261 attack. Or they actually activated Blazer's skill, Blazer's talent, but it's okay. We can add a bit of healing over here. You can use Hibiscus skill for healing, no problemo.
You know, it wasn't easy learning high temperature vapor dynamics.
Of course, for extra safety, you could always retreat Myrtle and then maybe place another medic somewhere here. Medic here, and then or maybe a medic defender on this spot so they can heal Blaze. Because these guys actually hit pretty hard. Okay, enemy incoming, they hit hard, so let's just activate Beagle's skill, activate Lava's skill, activate Gitano's skill as well. Like I said, you saw that they actually did activate Blazer's skill, so if you want extra insurance, just place down an extra medic or a medic defender in the middle here so you can heal Blaze. But otherwise, that's how you can do it. Okay, TG-2 and mission complete.
I want to go lie down, Doctor.
Alright guys, let's clear TG-3. Unsafe exit, we're going to be doing it on challenge mode. On challenge mode, the training pincer beast and the vicious training pincer beast have greatly increased attack. That name is very confusing because in here they call it the training gloom pincer and not the pincer beast, but never mind. Just know that these guys deal extra damage, as well as this guy, the Tikau Fanatic, is pretty dangerous because he can reduce your operator's defense, but it's okay, we have a way to take care of him. So this is the team we're going to be using: 1 Flag Bearer, Vanguard, Myrtle, 2 Defenders, Beagle and Cardigan. You actually just need 1, but the other defender is just in case. And then we have 1 Medic, Ansel, AoE caster, Lava, or any other AoE caster. Then we will need 1 Pusher on skill 2, the manual trigger skill, because of significant pushing. We want some significant pushing. And then we can have both of our pullers on S1, the auto trigger. And that is the team we're going to be using. Let's try it. Let's go ahead. Okay, first deploy Mortal over here. Activate her skill. Now we're going to place Cliffheart here. Notice that because my Cliffheart is actually E1, she has an extra tile of range, while Rope does not. Anyway, let's place down our defender over here. I just realized the mistake I made. I should have actually placed down my Shaw first, but never mind. So you can place your other puller over here or here. It doesn't matter. We just need to pull them into the hole here. Again, because my Rope is only E0 level 1, she doesn't have an extra tile of range. So you need at least 1 puller at least at E1. Okay, now I'm gonna place down Shaw. Then we're gonna place down our medic over here. And next and last we're gonna put down Lava here. And that should be it. You can AFK. You can click Myrtle if you want, but it's not necessary. So this one is just in case Cliffheart is the skill cycling is off. Because like I said, these guys will actually reduce your defense very quickly, and you don't want your Beagle to get melted. Okay, so the timing should all line up though. Okay, see, that lined up just nice. Okay, so right here there are 2 enemies. Wait for them to line up and then you can just push them in. So these Gloom Pincers will do quite a bit of damage. Thankfully, again, they're quite light and then Cliffheart can just one-shot them. Okay, the enemies are all coming. Be careful this wave. There are a lot of enemies and Cliffheart won't be able to pull them all in time. First of all, activate Beagle's skill. Increase the defense and then wait for all 3 of them to stack up. Use Shaw. That's it. And then that one last Gloom Pincer will be pulled by Rope and killed. Very easy. And there you go, mission complete.
It's my duty to protect everyone.
Alright, we've cleared TG-3, mission complete.
No matter the odds.
Alright, let's go on to TG-S-1. This is a special stage because, okay, these are the enemies that are going to show up. The major threats will be all of these possessed, these lizard men, and then this fanatic, as well as this guy, this trainee. Thankfully, there's only 1 of him. Okay, most important, this is the stage. This is what the stage looks like. This stage is going to be a fixed, predetermined squad stage. You don't have to change any of the abilities. All of the abilities are perfectly fine. You can start. This stage should actually be quite formulae. I think all of the content creators would probably do the same thing. Anyway, so first things first, Texas on this tile facing to the left, and then wait for both of these rats to enter, and then you can activate her skill now. Put down Ray, and then once Ray is ready, once the rat is dead too, make sure you don't waste on the rat. Ray to push back the fanatic. Not Angelina. We actually deploy Whisper Rain first. Remember, save Ray's ability. This ability, parting shot, for all the tough enemies like this guy. Bye-bye. It's okay. These breakers won't do too much damage to Texas. Texas will be able to hold them off. Okay, now for Angelina. Okay, Texas again to take out this guy quickly. And as soon as they're dead, Ray skill. Don't waste again. Do not waste Ray skill on the small enemies. You need to make sure you hit all the big enemies. Okay, like here, use red to stun. Buy some time first, and then just nice. And then we can retreat red. Project red. Okay, so on the right hand side, deploy Utage to heli drop and kill off these fanatics. Okay, this guy is okay. Path is clear. Push back with Ray. Remember, path is clear. Push back with Ray. And then Utage is done. Retreat her. Just retreat her immediately because we need to redeploy her for the next few fanatics. Okay, again use Texas whenever because you need a DP. Okay, push back with Ray. Damn, I didn't know Utage was that expensive. 33 DP. But here in Casimir's, look at that, this Casimir stage. Okay, hold on, these two enemies are coming in. Ray should have both 2 shots here, 2 ammo, 2 charges. Okay, this one, fire, number 1, and number 2. Okay, good. See, the enemies are going to come. The fanatic has spawned. Immediately drop Utage once she's ready. Okay, the Blade Helm nightclub trainee is here. What you need to do, you have to hold on a moment because you need to activate Angelina to reduce his weight. Otherwise, Ray cannot knock him down with just 1 hit. And you need to make sure you save ammo. Let Utage be made here. It's okay. Utage will be able to survive. And we also don't want this guy to enter Ray's range because if not, she will waste her skill on him. Okay, hold on. Okay, wait. Okay, now. Okay, as soon as this guy is being killed by Texas, okay, activate Angelina's skill, weightless. Ray, 1 hit, he will go in the hole. Like I said, if you do not activate Angelina's skill, Ray will not be able to knock him into the hole, and then you'll be in a lot of trouble. Okay. Now we actually need to deploy Quora, I believe, to tank a few hits. Okay, the fanatics are coming. Number 1. Okay, fanatic number 2. SP cooldown. Okay, nice. What you can do is actually deploy the little. It's called the sand beast, but I'm going to call it. But everyone's calling it the capybara because it looks like a capybara. Okay, let's stun a little bit to make sure that he can tank a little bit. Use Texas. Now just spam skill, spam to make sure that this lizard guy is defeated. Okay, lizard guy is actually dead. Retreat red. And then we can just wait for this other guy to enter her range, and then bye-bye. Boom. Retreat the sand beast, and I mean Korra can just stay there. Utage is probably gonna die. Is she gonna die? Yeah, whatever. Let's just activate Angelina so she will finish off this fanatic. And there you go. It's quite simple. You just, like I said, the key point is to make sure that you only use Ray's ability for the tough enemies, and for the nightclub, the KC Blade Helm fucker with the weird stick. Remember to activate Angelina's skill first so that he becomes weightless, and then only then Ray is able to push him back. Otherwise, it won't work. And that's it for TG-S-1. Alright guys, let's move on to TG-4, Frozen Circle. We're going to be playing it on challenge mode. And this is the team we're going to be using. We need 1 Myrtle, Flag Vanguard, 1 Cliffheart, who's the puller. Any puller with S1, the auto trigger skill, with moderate force, so there needs to be a level 4. Then you need 1 Defender, Beagle, 1 more Sniper, another 2 Snipers, 1 Slow Supporter, 2 Medics. You can use Thermex for a bit of extra damage. However, what I do need One more is actually I will need Korra here, and I will need one more sniper, mainly because I don't quite have enough damage. You could try using someone like Pinecone as well. Pinecone deals a lot of damage, so you know what, let's try Pinecone and see where it leads us to. So mission start, let's go. Okay, immediately deploy Mortal any direction you want on that tile. Then you can deploy Clip Heart on this tile, the specialist tactical point facing to the left. Mortal immediately activate her skill. Okay, Orchid on this tile facing left so that she can cover all 4 tiles. And then as soon as she's ready, remember, do not deploy her here, otherwise she will get sniped by the casters. Deploy her over here. No, sorry. Deploy Pinecone here on this tile. Pinecone, again, any sort of strong attacker, strong DPS, because we need as much offense as we can, and we also want to make sure we don't waste our charges on regular enemies, other attacks. Okay, one more sniper here. In this case, I'm going to use May, but you can use someone like, say, Meteor or Jessica. I don't think Cruz works because Cruz does too little damage, as good as she is. Okay, right now let's just deploy our 2 healers, save up enough DP, and then deploy Beagle here. Don't deploy Korra, we'll need Korra for this place here. Okay, we can activate her for some DP. Retreat her. Where did my mouse go? Beagle and Korra here. Korra to begin charging her skills. This is it. Korra is just in case one of these lizard men don't die, and that's actually happened to me quite a number of times. But I said, Pinecone you can always substitute for someone with high offense, and then we just use one charge here. Boom. We need to reduce the HP. That's all we need to do, so that they'll eventually die on their own. There's no way your characters can gun them down because of their defense and their health. Why do these guys have so much health though? Like seriously, it's ridiculous. Anyway, Pinecone 1 hit. Okay, now for Pinecone extra damage, boom, and then he will die very fast. Okay, okay. As soon as you see one of these lizard men stay here static, you need to know that you need to understand that one of the last wave is coming soon. In fact, this is the last wave already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. There's one more character. See, 17 out of 23. 6 more enemies. For this one, you can actually deploy. You can actually activate your medic skill. You technically don't need one of these medics. You know, I'm going to retreat it just to show that you don't need it. Okay, they're coming. As soon as they enter the range, activate Orchid. Activate Thermex for extra damage, and then I'll start spamming Pinecone once they're in range, so that we can lower their HP enough. Try to use Pinecone's skill when they're in this tile. Why? Because remember, Pinecone is a spread shooter sniper. She will deal more damage to the enemies in a row directly in front of the unit. So this row here, so this tile. Okay, one more, last one. Boom, and then one more. Boom. Like I said, Korra is just there for emergency. Her skill is really good because her defense double her defense almost. Okay, that's it for TG-4. That stage actually took me quite a number of tries, so hopefully you guys can also find your own strategy. Again, if it's my strategy doesn't work for you, try out different strategies, try out a bit of experimentation with your own units. Okay, so mission accomplished for TG-4. Alright, now let's clear TG-5. Freedom of explosion on challenge mode. On challenge mode, allied units have decreased attack. That is slightly concerning, but not super bad either. So this is the team we're going to use, not Popoka. We can basically have 3 core operators, but in essence you only really need 2. One is Mudrock. Mudrock is irreplaceable, and one is honestly a unit that can solo hold or contribute a lot of damage on the right side of the map. And Air Alter can technically be swapped out with any sort of Wandering Medic, so Herald, Honeyberry, Mulberry. If you have Mulberry, Chestnut might be a bit too weak though, because Chestnut's stats might be a bit too weak. But Honeyberry, Herald, these two, well, Chestnut actually has pretty high attack, surprisingly enough. But I'm just going to use Air Alter. So this is basically going to be a 3-6 star clear. And then what else do you need? You need a Flag Bearer Vanguard, you need a fast redeploy, 1 block is enough. Then you need quite a number of defenders. You need about 1, 2, 3, 4. You need about 2 to 4 defenders. If your defenders are strong, then you can just bring 2. But if not, you can bring extra to swap them out. And then Ethan. Ethan is technically another core operator because of his bind. His bind and also the AoE damage. Take his S2, his second skill. It's a lot better because we want to bind. And let's start the mission. Okay, so this one is a little bit difficult. This mission is difficult because there are so many enemies on the left hand side, and you still need to protect the right hand side as well. And the right hand side is the annoying like Saka's car, and then all your operators will start taking the closest damage. Anyway, first things first, let's block this guy. Block, and then let's trigger Myrtle's ability. Then just save enough DP for Mudrock, and then once it hits 36, deploy Mudrock. Retreat Gravel. Okay, what's the next step after this? The next step after this is to deploy Moina facing left hand side on this tile. At least for me. Again, you can technically use any sort of strong lane holder, maybe Blaze, maybe Mountain, but I'm going to use Moina as burst damage instead, and also to make the stage faster. Don't worry about Myrtle, she should be able to survive that car. She's actually able to survive the car on her own, but once the other enemies start coming out, it's a little bit more troublesome. Anyway, deploy AR Altar so they can charge the skill. Deploy one of your defenders here. Save Moina's skill for when the car comes around, along with this guy, the Saka's crossbowman. Deploy another defender here. Oh shoot, I almost forgot. One more important character. I should have deployed Ethan a lot earlier. And then now let's activate Myrtle's skill one more time before she dies. Korra here to defend, and Myrtle's dead, never mind. You can retreat her early, you can let her die, it doesn't really matter. You wait for them to enter Moina's range, and then we can use it. Use Ethan to bind, skill here to bind and do extra damage. Okay, and then activate Moina's skill immediately. What you could do is you could technically rotate your defender so that enemies will enter Moina's range, and then he can clear them out. It's a nice little trick. Alright, let's put our defender back there because he's now off skill. And you can actually, for safety, you can place one more healer here, Sasuro. You might be wondering why AR Altar is actually very good because of this one. S1. And all friendly units within range will recover elemental damage equal to 8% of AR Farah, the Vivid Asuka's attack. So she's actually able to passively heal even Mudrock's necrosis. See, it's going up. Even though she herself cannot target Mudrock, the attack is the elemental damage is being healed. Okay, activate Moina's skill when it's ready. Again, you can do the cool thing by where's my mouse? Oh, my mouse is over there. You can just do this. You can retreat your defender to let Moina clean up some of the damage over there. Okay, now that it's done, just rotate another defender in. That actually is pretty cool. Anyway, this is I think the last wave. Almost the last wave. You can activate Ethan's skill again, bind them, slow them down. Buy time for Mudrock to use her skill, give her more opportunities to use her skill, as well as let Moina slowly build up his attack. Okay, there are a lot of the little like creation annoying, the little shits that are super annoying but give you extra block. So what you can do now is activate Korra, because those blade masters will start doing a lot of damage. Okay, just wait for this crossbowman to enter Moina's range, and then we can just press win. Moina has just press win. Okay, within range. Bye bye. Can also activate Ethan. And the same thing as before, you can retreat Cardigan, let the enemies go and enter Moina's range. Retreat Korra as well. Let them enter Moina's range. And last enemy. Okay, it's gonna take a while. So just be a bit patient. Yeah, the reduced attack is actually super annoying because then we have but this is a strategy I found, which is basically stalling until you can cycle someone like Moina and then use someone strong like Mudrock. Mudrock even has a bit of crowd control because of a stun. Okay, Moina ready, just activate and then win. Okay, mission accomplished. And that's it for TG-5. A little bit, it's definitely a lot trickier than the other clears, than the other levels, I can tell you this much. Okay, well there you go. Alright everybody, let's go to TG-6, Front of Least Resistance. We're going to be playing on Challenge Mode. You can use the same strategy for Normal Mode. The condition on Challenge Mode is that Smarty explosion damage on death is greatly increased, but with this team we have, it shouldn't be too big of a problem. We need 1 Flight Bearer Vanguard, 2 Block Offensive Vanguard, so like Scavenger, Texas will work. Pusher with 2 tiles of extension, so 1 and then 2. 1 more tile here, I'll show you why in the stage itself. Co-operator Moina, we need Moina for his incredibly high damage. I highly recommend you find an S3 M3. Doesn't necessarily have to be level 90, but level 90 is the best. I think 60, 50, 60, 70 should work. Project Red is just in case any of the Smarties leak through. And then we need to finish them off. Korra as the Korra and Bubble as our 2 defenders. Ash Genie or any other chain caster, maybe not Passenger. Passenger technically would be able to work, but you just gotta be a bit, might be a bit finicky. Sasuro, burst healing. Any strong burst healing is needed. If you don't have Sasuro or Moina, just take them from the... If you don't have either one, take them from the support unit, please. Sasuro is very good. Gavial, Cruz, or any other sniper, but I chose Cruz because she's cheap and she actually works. And 1 more medic over here. Let's start the mission. Okay, Front of Least Resistance. This one took a bit of a tinkering and tweaking, but ultimately it wasn't too difficult. Okay, let's deploy Mortal first, so we can begin to charge a skill, get DP quickly. Right, Scavenger first, and then Cruise over here. Now this is why you need 1 extra tile range for sure, or the pusher, because you need them to hit this tile right here, otherwise it won't work. Otherwise this strategy won't work. Okay, the Smarties coming in. Activate Scavenger skill. Oh, oops. Deploy Medic. The Burst Medic facing up. Burst Medic. We need the Burst Medic. Only an extremely strong medic. Look at that attack. 531. Sasuro is my strongest medic. Okay, let's save enough DP for Chain Caster or Genie in my case. Facing upwards. Deploy Moina on this tile, facing upwards as well. Okay, pay attention. This is why we need this 1 extra tile range and why we need a pusher. Because you can do this and then explode the entire clump of enemies. Quite cool, huh? Okay, let's deploy Korra here. Tanking. Activate Scavenger skill, then we can retreat her. Activate... After we finish Mortal skill, we can retreat her as well. Deploy Gavial. We can actually retreat Cruz now. She's not going to do much. And we may or may not need to deploy. Oh, almost forgot. Boom. We missed one. So there's a small leak there. No problem. So once the... Because right now we need to activate Ash Genie anyway, or your Chain Caster, so that they'll do the more damage and kill off the Smarties. You can also activate Sasuro if your defender is low level. Now my defender is actually strong because Korra is extremely strong, but I'll activate it anyway. Also forgot to retreat Myrtle for Bubble. And then we need... don't need to deploy Answer yet. Okay, just pay attention, make sure no one leaks. If they leak, just use your fast deploy, your offensive fast redeploy. Okay, again, once it enters the range, boom, explode. It's very convenient. It's actually so good. Yeah, remember to use this medic. There are times when my shot died because I completely forgot to deploy this medic, so don't forget, guys. Okay, you see this next Smarty enter Moina's range, activate his skill. This timing. Moina will be able to kill off all the NVs, all the Smarties, and then one more NV here, this guy here. This NV will also be killed. Why are they called NVs though? That's kind of a weird name. Reminds me of Full Metal Alchemist, the 7 Deadly Sins. Oh, okay, Moina didn't kill off, no problem. But most important is to kill off the Smarties. Okay, this one, because of the NV was blocking the way, wasn't quite able to kill off this Smarty, no problem. That's why we wanted to retreat Cruz, so now we can actually redeploy her real quick. And then now you can just retreat Cruz again. And now you actually have to deploy Ansel, because otherwise Bubble will die. And there should be no more Smarties after this as well. So technically if you want more space, you can retreat Shaw, but you don't have to. Okay, activate your Chain Caster skill to clear up these little enemies here. Activate Bubble skill so that she can tank better. Do they do arts damage or do they do physical damage? I swear they... With that much attack, I think they should do arts, right? We can check it out later. Okay, just keep holding on. Let's activate Korra's skill so that she can take less damage. And then as soon as Moina is ready, just swing, swing, swing. And then that's it. And there you go, TG-6 challenge mode. Not too difficult, but can be a little tricky if you don't know the timing, or you completely forgot about the mechanic of the Smarties exploding. Yeah, remember that the Smarties will explode. What's it called? If similar units of the opposite attribute, see, not explodes if it touches any fellow ink spirits with opposite attributes. So we just push the black Smartie up to the cluster of white Smarties, and then they just die. Remember, this whole event is all about pushing and pulling. Very special. Okay, the Envy actually does ranged arts damage, and then this one does melee physical damage. Lazy and Envy, they are the ranged arts. Okay, and that's it for TG-6. Alright guys, let's do TG-7, Moving Mountains on Challenge Mode. On Challenge Mode, the Dire Swine are angrier, which means these guys will do a lot more damage. And this is the map that we need to play on. This was also quite tricky at first, but this is how we're going to do it. We'll need Cooperator Moina, and Gladia technically isn't that difficult to get because she is a welfare 6-star, and you only need her at E1 for this skill right here, this one. S2, at least level 7, so that she has moderate strength. I believe Rope also has a similar skill but Gladia is a lot better because it actually has an uptime of 20 seconds. But anyway, this is the rest of the team. I mean, so technically this is a 2 6-star composition. We need Myrtle, Scavenger, or any other offensive vanguard, 2 medics, 1 burst medic included, 1 fast redeploy. Jaye is needed because of his silence. That silence is actually very good. So I've already said Gladia, Clipheart, 1 more puller. Ideally 1 with the all on the manual skill. Okay, manual trigger and no auto trigger. 2 of your strongest defenders, your tankiest defenders, and then that's it. You can add in 1 more slot for a fast redeploy. Maybe you are lucky enough to have Texas Alter. You can put Texas Alter, Yato Alter, Heli drop. Maybe an additional tank in case one of your tanks die, but if you place things correctly, it shouldn't happen. Anyway, first things first. Number 1 is Myrtle, then Scavenger in this spot, and then we will need Gavial to heal Scavenger. Okay, so Myrtle for the DP. Immediately deploy Gravel here to take out this 1 slug. Then you can deploy Jai here. Then you deploy Gladia and your other puller. Okay, Scavenger for the extra DP. So make sure you don't deploy too many, otherwise. Okay, as soon as Gladia skills active, start pulling. She can actually pull even this guy right here. That's actually pretty interesting. Okay, Scavenger and Gravel's dead, no worries at all. Clipheart took damage somehow. Okay, this is interesting because Clipheart never took damage when I was playing it, but it's alright. Let's put Cora over here. Deploy Moina here. And I think you can actually get ready to retreat Gavial. Yeah, you see these Dire Swine will actually do a lot of circles. Okay, pull in. Scavenger. Okay, we're just waiting for Gladia's skill to be ready, and then activate. So she can pull in these Dire Swines. These things are very dangerous. Like, they do so much damage, like seriously. Okay. We can actually swap out Scavenger for Jai. We have a lot of DP. Wow, that's actually a lot of DP. Okay, since Jai can hold down all of the enemies on S1 because of his silence, the slugs, we can use Clipheart to pull in this guy. Pull in the enemies. Like I said, I think the key message I'm trying to get across this stage is a little bit, there's so many things you need to take care of, is that you can use your fast redeploy to kill these slugs as needed, and you can definitely use Jai's silence as well. Look at that, Jai can actually lane hold this side from the slugs. Okay, it's okay, we can wait. Coral can actually take them out. Oh, turns out we actually don't need the defender. Alright. Most important is Gladia's skill. Because we need Gladia to pull the right. We need Gladia to pull the Dire Swines. Okay, Clipheart pulled the wrong target. Wonderful. Go on. And pull. Wonderful. Okay. Then we can put back on 2's time. Remember, play on one. Always remember to play on 1 speed if you need to. Okay, hopefully Jai doesn't have to fight this guy. Okay, slight problem is that now they're leaking. No problem. We have Moina to clean up. That's why we have Moina. That's why I have Moina as my emergency nuke. Technically, if you play this well enough, you probably don't need him. And... oh, and Jai actually killed off that enemy. Holy shit. Jai is actually that strong. But yeah. This stage might have been a little bit confusing because there's a lot of here and there and here. This stage is actually surprisingly instinctual, a lot of gut feeling, you know, kind of like playing Monster Hunter for real. But as you can see, the main key things I want to bring across is that, okay, Moina can be there for your emergency nuke. You can, hold on, let's pull up the team. Moina's there for emergency nuke. Most important is you have Gladia. Gladia is your Gladia and Clifford. You need 2 of these strong pullers, very good pullers. Then you can deploy some fast redeploys to take care of all the slugs on the outskirts. Then eventually you can put down Jai for his silence. Make sure you bring enough healers because those slugs hurt a lot. Make sure you have strong defenders like Korra and Bubble just in case some of them leak through like earlier. Technically I could have blocked with Bubble but I didn't. Myrtle and Scavenger for DP because you need to sustain Jai, and that's about it for TG-7. Hope you enjoyed. Hey everyone, now it's time for the final enemy stage, TG-8. What we need to do is, for TG-8, the condition is more Sand Voyagers appear and are invisible. So Sand Voyagers are these enemies quite difficult. These are from the Where Vernal Winds Will Never Blow event, Zhongyue's event, but I have not had the chance to play it yet. So these things are super annoying because they need at least 4 block, and no operator can do that except for maybe Hoshiguma with the module, or 6 stars with the 6-star defender with the module, or Korra on skill. But we're not going to bother blocking them, we're just going to destroy them outright. So for this clear, hold on. For this clear, you will need 2 6-stars. At least the technique I'm going to use 2 6-stars. Come on, where are my 6 stars? Wow, what happened to the refresh? Where are my 6 stars? Okay guys, I'm gonna keep looking for the 6 stars and then cut back when I found one. Oh, never mind, don't need to cut at all. There you go, this is 6 star. So the 2 6 stars we need will be Moina and Silver Ash, or 2 Swing. Then you will need 1 Vanguard, 1 Flag Bearer Vanguard. You will need 2 defenders. The second defender is just in case Korra dies, but if you manage it well, she shouldn't die at all. Then you need 2 snipers, 2 medics, 2 single target medic. One of them must be a strong burst medic like Sasuro. Sasuro is amazing. Everyone please build Sasuro, she is awesome. Then you need gravel. Okay, you need gravel for, or at least some other fast redeploy. And then for the last 3 slots, please bring any fast redeploy. Bring defender if you want, or maybe a bit more DPS, like you know, Texas Alter, Yato Alter, all these, or Phantom, all these fast redeploy with high DPS could help you in case your 2 snipers are a bit weaker. My 2 snipers are pretty good. For example, Mei E2 level 1, technically you only need her at E170 is more than, E160 is more than enough. Okay, so this is how you want to deploy. First Myrtle on that tile, then Moina on this tile, facing left. Then you want to deploy your DPS up here. Mei, Jessica. And then after that you want to deploy your burst medic, okay, burst healing medic on this tile facing down. Okay, Myrtle. And then your second medic, the weaker medic, on this tile facing to the left, so she'll heal your 2 snipers. Okay, hold on, wait for these 2 guys, these 2 to pass Moina, then deploy Silver Ash on this tile. Okay, so they're passing Moina, no problem. Silver Ash. Top model skill to get the DP, and then Korra on this tile to begin charging her skill. So you see right there, so you see the Saka Centurions will actually have enough health to survive your 2 snipers. So if your snipers are weaker, like say Cruz or Adna Kill, then you need to have some more DPS on this side, like maybe, like I said, Phantom, Texas Alter, Yato Alter, you can borrow if you don't have, or if you are lucky enough to have, then you can just use them, or otherwise try to build some strong snipers. Mei is pretty good. Mei is honestly a very good 4-star sniper, better than Jessica. Okay, hold on to these 2 skills. Don't activate Silver Ash or Moina. Wait for this one, this Sand Voyager, to enter Silver Ash's range, which is right here, so that Moina can hit this vehicle as well. Okay, now Silver Ash, Moina, and you can activate Korra's defensive skill. And then once the cars are destroyed, activate Sasuro's burst healing because Crown Slayer does a lot of damage. I don't know why. She really does so much damage. Okay, you can actually retreat Myrtle now. And then once Silver Ash is done with his skill, retreat him. We need to redeploy Silver Ash on this tile. Okay, so now you might be wondering how do we take care of Crown Slayer because Crown Slayer is still alive. No problem. Very simple. We deploy someone here, and then Crown Slayer will kill herself. Just flash into the hole over here. This is just 4-4 with extra. This stage is just 4-4 with extra steps and extra color. Oh yes, also activate Moina's skill as soon as it's available because we need to charge it for the next cycle with these guys, the Sokka's Great Swordsman leader. Okay, and then now as soon as Silver Ash is ready, deploy him on this tile facing to the left. Okay, now this stage will be this wave will be slightly difficult because these guys do a lot of damage. Okay, play on slow motion, one hit, and then second hit. Okay, and then wait for as soon as you see Korra's health fall below. Okay, third hit. This is one where she will fall below about 50%. Activate her skill immediately. Otherwise, she cannot tank. Look at that. Korra 2337 defense. Thank goodness I have the module and masteries. So yeah, in case your Korra is a little bit weaker, doesn't have the module, doesn't have the masteries, then you might have to activate your burst healing earlier. Okay, put back to 2 times speed. When do we activate Silver Ash skill? Very simple. As soon as this Sokka's enemy enters his range, now. And then once Korra's skill ends, activate Sasuro burst healing, and then Moina's skill as soon as it's ready. Sometimes if your Korra is weaker, she'll probably die because again my Korra is maxed out, so she did not die. If she dies, just swap in your defender, your second defender. Okay, so the swing will take care of everyone, and there you go. So yeah, this mission is a little bit tricky because you need to reveal invisibility, and Silver Ash alone cannot take out the enemies. I tried it with Silver Ash alone. He doesn't do enough damage. You need someone like Moina, you need someone like maybe Chen Alter could work. Alter, you put her in one of the tiles, or Dagon Breaker, new unit. Chen, I don't know if Chen can work. Chen is an old unit, but doesn't do as much damage. But yeah, that's it for TG-8, and that's it for all of the main stages. The last one after this will be TG-S-2. So that's it for TG-8. Alright guys, let's go on to the actual final mission, the final operation of this event, to the Grinning Valley -S-2. Important elevator information. This is the team we're going to use: Ray, Telopsis, Iris, Lapland, Saria, Poncerus, and April. So for this event, it's another predetermined squad operation, not event operation, and I don't need to change any of the skills. So what you need to do is Poncerus immediately to help generate DP. After that, we can deploy April for some damage over here. Okay, activate Poncerus skill. Now deploy Ray here. Okay, and then you can immediately just activate Ray's skill. Okay, April's done. You can just retreat her. Iris. You can only hold up to 3 charges. Okay, next would be... You can deploy Telopsis. Deploy Lapland. And now we're just gonna save DP for Saria, and then that's it for setup. I don't know, these guys are super annoying. Their range is insanely far. Okay, deploy this. Remember, the Sand Beast, or the Capybara as I like to call it, will extend her range, which is actually pretty cool. Alright, before this guy goes too far. Boom. Oh shoot. Okay, this guy's sort of a small problem, but it's not that bad. Oh, I forgot to retreat April lol. Just retreat April whenever she's done with a skill. You just treat her as a pseudo fast redeploy. See? With deployment time minus 20 seconds. We'll just leave that guy there doing whatever. Anyway, activate race skill again. And she's just going to destroy this golem. Done. And she got 10 SP. Don't be afraid of using race skill, honestly, because she gain, as long as she kills someone with her skill, she'll gain 10 SP after the skill ends. Okay, April is done. Just deploy her. And actually you can do this. And this thing not only extends the range, it also increases the amount of attack done, right? Do 50% more physical damage to them while in this area. So it's quite nice. Extra bit of damage. Now you might be wondering what is Min's purpose. I keep saying Min. What is Iris's purpose? Iris's purpose is mainly for crowd control. If you need to, you need to buy time for Ray to. If you need to buy time for Ray to charge a skill. But I said it shouldn't be too bad. See, she killed 2 enemies, so she's definitely going to get her 10 SP. And let me increase the range a little bit, so she can take out these annoying sniper guys. These guys are annoying as hell. I don't remember seeing them in chapter 9 though. Yeah, I don't remember seeing them in chapter 9. I feel like they are what the Twilight cast enemies. You know, the Reed Altar event. Anyway, deploy April whenever she's ready, and then just retreat her whenever she's done. Okay, just retreat her. That's it. And now, go Ray. You should be able to kill off these the golems, no problem. And then now the Evocator. Increase the damage a little bit. And it's fine. Just wait for the next skill cycle. Can retreat the Capybara early so she reloads. Last 4 enemies, not too difficult. Just wait for them to enter her range once more. Let's actually deploy April. I don't know why April will go and target the golem instead of targeting the Evocators, who are actually dangerous. Okay, Sandy's here. Bonus damage, retreat April, she's used the skill. Okay. And now see, for example, we can use Sleep to give Rachel a chance to reload and also charge a skill, but she doesn't really need it anymore. I'm not sure why they're not... God, they're taking so long. Anyway, I need to activate the skill, otherwise everyone will die here, or Iris died anyway. I just deployed the Capybara to extend the range, and then that's it. And Antilopsis died. Wonderful. Wow, that fire damage is annoying as hell, man.
None may disobey the rules.
Well, thankfully, it was only a problem in the end. Okay, we're done. And that's it for TG-S-2, and that's also it for the entire event to the Grinning Valley down the mine. So basically, all of the story stages have been complete. Hope you all enjoyed this series of guide, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.